Hey everyone, today we are going to be working on our Look How I Have Grown kind of craft and writing activity. So make sure you grab this out. You're also going to want to make sure you have something to write with, scissors, and a glue stick. So make sure you grab those out. If you don't have a glue stick, you can use tape or anything else to glue with. But we're only going to need a little bit, so that is perfect there. All right, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to put your name at the top. So go ahead and write your name at the top of your page. And then we are going to be jumping down to the bottom. Actually, the top, I guess. And it says, I know. It says, look how I have grown. I have learned so many new things this year. I know. Think about some things that you know because you are at this point in the school year. As a teacher, I know that I can, so I'm going to say I can teach 3 grades at the same time. So that is one of the things I now know I can do. I know, and I'm going to write my second one as I know that I love my job because I get to see all of your faces every day. Whether they're live or they're through your seesaw activities, or maybe I even see you at school when you're picking up papers or you're coming to school. So that's pretty cool. So I have my 2 sentences. And remember, sentences, to make them a complete sentence, they have a capital letter and an end mark. Those are the 2 big things. So I can teach 3 grades at the same time. And I know that I love my job. Now I know that yours are going to be different than mine. They should be because you're not a teacher quite yet. Maybe you want to be one someday though. So think of some things that relate to you as a student in your grade. All right. The next one says, I can. I can be flexible because my schedule changes all the time here. And sometimes I'm asked to go into different classrooms to substitute. So I know that I have become more flexible within my job. I can also I gotta think about this one. I can work by myself and do well at it. Maybe yours is something related to something you can do because you got to be home all school year. I think these are things we can think about. And the last one says, I understand. So I understand that a lot can happen in a year. You might say, I understand how to do my multiplication facts now. I understand how to write a sentence completely. I understand how to read at a harder level than I used to at the beginning of the year. These are all things that you have gotten to learn and grow throughout the school year that has made you more prepared for next year. And my last I understand is I understand how to work with difficult coworkers. Because you know what? No matter how old you are, you're going to have to work with people that you do not meet eye to eye with and that you have to constantly be advocating for your students. So I have had the opportunity to work with difficult coworkers, which I think has made me a better teacher because of that. So then the last line says, I am, and I'm going to include that, I am a better teacher because of it. Because of this school year. Okay, so now I have my page filled out. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to lightly rip it apart. And now this is a flower, kind of similar to what's on the front here. So what we're going to be doing is we want to take these pages apart. There's 3 of them. So rip and rip. Notice how I did that by myself? I didn't ask a parent to help me because you can also do it by yourself. So you're going to set this page off to the side, and you're going to take now these 3 pages we just pulled off from the center. And I recommend that you write them first. If you want to color them, oh, that's a tool I forgot to have you grab. Go ahead and grab some colors to color with. And what you're going to do is you are going to write now this is kind of like a key onto all these. So I'm going to grab my I am, my first one, and I'm going to find one of these 2 that says I am or I can. And then it says I know and I understand. And there are a couple extra blank ones in case you want to do that. So it kind of looks like there are 4 petals. So you can grab 4 of the things, 1 from each spot. Because there's an I am, I understand, I can, and I know petal. And then there are also 3 extras in case you want to include those on your flower. So the first thing that you want to do is start with that first petal, and it says I am. So all you're going to do is you're going to copy down what you wrote on this page into that petal, and do that on all the petals that are here. And then we will go from there. So go ahead and do that. Pause this video and write out your petals, and I will catch you up in just a moment. Okay, so I wrote in all of my pieces on these 2 pages, and I also wrote some on the extra pages as well. I decided to not add color in the background, but if you did that, it'll be awesome. And you can also color this. So if you want to pause the video and color some more on your pages, you can do that. I think, you know what, I changed my mind. I'm going to also do that. You don't have to though, but I'm going to pause the video so I can do that so you don't have to watch me color. And then when you continue watching this video, it'll make sense. So I'll be right back. Okay, our next step is going to be, you guessed it, we're going to cut all these out. So I just added some simple color to my petals, and now we're going to cut them all out. So go ahead and pause this video and cut out your petals. I wanted to hop on quick. Hopefully you didn't do this, but if you did, that's okay. Make sure that you keep this piece on there when you glue or when you're cutting them out, because this is the part that we're going to put glue on. So it'll make it a lot easier to assemble your flower if you keep this on when you cut it out. So make sure you keep this piece on when you cut out. Okay, so I've got all my pieces cut out and I gave them some color. Now we're going to glue them together. But before we glue them, you are going to want to write your name in the middle. So go ahead and grab your favorite color or a couple of your favorite colors and write your name in the middle of the center of your flower. To figure out where that middle is, so you're going to want look how I kind of at the top of your flower, if you'd like. And then you're going to go ahead and write your name in the middle. So go ahead and do that. Okay, so I have all of mine ready to go, and I realized that my glue stick was out of order because it was not sticky anymore. So what I did is I put a tiny little piece of tape rolled up onto the word glue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my flower and I'm going to line up my piece with the back of my flower so that the black part of this part is hidden behind the circle. And I am going to just press on down so it stays stuck to the back side. And then I'm just going to do that with all of my petals till I'm done. So go ahead and do that piece, and then you can go ahead and press pause, do that piece, and then jump back on for the final step. Okay, here is my completed flower. So the only thing that you have left to do is you're going to hop onto Seesaw as you're watching this, and you're going to take a picture of your flower. And you're also going to take a picture of your writing piece as well. So then there's a picture of your outline and a picture of your final product. I hope you had fun writing about things that you have grown about this school year. And I can't wait to look at your beautiful flowers. Have a great rest of your day.